hero to be is asking to do this. What the hell? What those? It's only level 21, so why not? You need some XP. Yeah, some XP. And I guess you do as well. So where was I?
Yeah, it's a game, but I'm still serious.
As soon as I get into the quest anyways, the mission.
Now loading.
Yeah, we know you two. You don't have an HD form.
Dengekiko, don't play that.
And you have a fake one, but it doesn't give you a thing about it. Oh god, wait, this one. So it says I need a Windows installation disk, and I need to go to choose your language, whatever. And I need to repair my computer. I get a Windows installation disk for my brothers because they have new computers, so they had a Windows 10 disk eventually. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Holy shit! Why? Am I this bad at the game? I mean, maybe I am. I am challenging a level or a thing like 5 levels higher than my character, so maybe that is an issue that I'm having here. Can I dodge midair? I cannot dodge midair. I probably tested that like 500 times before. Oh my god, it's the plants. Of course, it's the plants. They're probably the ones that killed me. Not any of these mushroom fellas or these red doggoos. It was probably the damn all-around plant things. Because that makes sense to blame that. Anyways, so I get the disc from them. I open up the thing. I try to do the auto start thing, or the auto repair thing. Doesn't work. It says there was no problems. I'm like, okay, that's great. Well, actually, before that, this is important again. Before that, when it said there was no boot drive or whatever, I took out one of the hard drives again. This time, I was completely sure it was the hard drive that we put back into the computer that was bad, because my brother just wanted to put it back in after we took the good hard drive out of the computer and put it back in. We didn't take the other one out because, yeah, I don't know if I'm mixing up my story, but we didn't take the bad hard drive back out because we had to put the computer back together, and I was like, okay, well, it's not actually broken. If it does break, it's not going to have anything on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I was 100% sure I did take out the bad hard drive this time, because I was sure if there was something wrong with the computer, it had to be because of that hard drive. So I took that out again, or for the first time, I guess, because I didn't take it out before, supposedly. And I take that out, and it doesn't work. And I take the good hard drive out, so it's just the SSD, because it says it can't boot up, so I'm like, okay, well, there's the... If Windows is anywhere, it's on the good hard drive or it's on the SSD, and it didn't work on the good hard drive, so brought up the SSD, didn't work. So then I got the Windows installation disk, and I did the auto repair thing. I put the good hard drive back in the one that I was sure was the good hard drive. It's always the plants. Always the plants. Hey, you can transform though. So that's great. You are compatible for Golden Armor Energized. That is true, Dengekiko. No one can tell you otherwise that you are not a Digimon. So, holy shit! I wouldn't be surprised if it was based off of Magmon, but, you know, probably isn't. What was I saying? I think that's dead? Probably dead over there. I should probably be using some skills. I don't use those all that much. Because it's fun to just hack and slash and just talk about things. Yeah, I'm gonna kill all you fucking plants. Because you all suck and you have a lot of HP, it would seem. So I put the good hard drive back in, and we're on the Windows thing, and this auto startup or the auto repair doesn't work. So I go to my other family's computer, the family computer we have in the living room that kind of sucks, but it's a computer, so I can look it up, you know, this error about the boot thing, and then they're like, okay, we'll go into the command prompt and do this. That didn't work. Do this method. That didn't work. Do this method. That didn't work. And I'm like, love being interrupted in the middle of recording, or in the middle of stories. There's 85 degrees in here, or 83 degrees in here. I don't know why I said 84 degrees in here. Actually, I am blind. It's hot. What was I saying? So another thing in the command prompt working. So I'm like, okay, thanks Windows for your great support. It doesn't really even tell you what to do when you get to this menu. Like if the auto repair thing doesn't work, Windows doesn't tell you to do anything. It's like, okay, here's the command prompt, here's the boot drive. If you don't know what to do and you don't have access to another computer or internet, sorry, you're kind of screwed. The main thing I was going to actually do before I did the command prompt was like, okay, the boot doesn't work, or the boot menu doesn't work, so I'm just going to do this thing where it says reset your PC, which basically I think means it was going to reinstall Windows. And I was like, okay, I guess if the boot is fucked up, then you might as well reset Windows. It said it'll keep my personal files and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's fair. That didn't work because when I hit reset my Windows, or my PC, it said that the drive that Windows was located on was locked. I was like, what does that mean? It doesn't say what it means, it doesn't say how to unlock a drive. So I had to go to another computer to figure it out. Which is a great system to make sure that the customers are happy and not, you know, having problems that they can totally not fix. That made sense. Probably grammatically somehow. So anyways, none of those methods worked. Check disk and all this other crap. So I have to go to a thing that isn't an official, you know, Windows thing and go to some other guy that's like, hey, yeah, I did this. I had to make a modification to this because it didn't work for me, but this worked for me. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And it did work for me. And it said that, you know, I rebuilt the boot config or whatever. I copied it from the SSD or something to the good hard drive. And I get out, and Windows is like, okay, you can, this is after like 2 hours of walking back and forth because the computer's in like,
I'll show you no mercy.
what? What are you talking about? Oh, the boss! That is a boss. These are bosses. They are bosses. Can I transform? I cannot transform. Can you transform? You can transform. Awesome. So, what was I saying? So, it works. We're back in the normal repair menu thing, and it's like, hey, you can restart Windows, or you can start Windows. You don't even have to reset your PC. I'm like, that's great. This thing totally worked. That's awesome. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I pressed the button. I thought it was a SP skill. It wasn't. It still transformed. So that's good. Actually, didn't remember to do that. Did you? Go back in. I am out of SP, which we're gonna use an EXE that. SP skill or whatever. So. Windows is all good and working now, and you know I'm like I just said, I'm like, oh great, that's awesome. I don't have to reset Windows. Everything's working perfectly, and it starts up, and my wallpaper for the login screen is there. Put in my password. It works. The desktop background's there. It shows all my shortcuts and files and stuff on the desktop. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then half a second later, a error message comes up and says, the specified path, D drive, desktop, or D drive, my name, username, thing, desktop, does not exist. And I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't exist? The drive's right here. I can see all the files on the desktop, and I hit OK, and the desktop disappears. There's no, well, there is a start menu, but I go to the start menu and I go to the computer, and it doesn't say there's a D drive. It says there's a C drive, which is the SSD. It says there's an E drive. And do you know what the E drive is? The E drive is the bad hard drive. The one that I was 100% sure that I took out of the computer again. So again, the problem, even though there was the original problem with the boot config, I took the wrong hard drive out. Okay, let's do this again.
Sounds pretty good, huh?
Yeah, real great. You guys have a lot of health. I know I don't do that much damage because I'm kind of like 5 levels lower, but you still do a lot of damage. should probably do EXE. And you might die here, unless you continue this in another mission, or you'll miss. Don't have to beat 1. Oh, I can move while I was doing that. I think I won. Nope, I didn't. He's still alive. Okay, good. I can still finish my story. Or not finish it. I'll probably have to continue another mission. I'm not good at telling stories if you couldn't tell. I don't do that often, but you know. So I put the wrong I took the wrong hard drive out again, and that was the problem. After the problem was whatever, and I was like, okay, stupid me, or you know, fool me once, me, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, me. So that was, or fool me once, hard drive, shame on me, and fool me twice, hard drive, shame on, whatever. Or shame on you, shame on me. I don't know what the saying is. Did I win? No, we're still going, and the bosses are dead. So I'm like, okay, I can just put the other hard drive in now. I guess I'll have to do the same thing I just did with the other one, and you know, it'll be tedious, but I can do it and call it a day. And I do the same thing that I did with the bad hard drive to unlock it, I guess, and let me put the boot menu on it, Windows and all that. And it works. It works with the bad hard drive, but when I do it with the good hard drive, I do the same exact thing I did with the other hard drive. It suddenly doesn't work. Yeah, that's great. And you can't transform, and that's also great. So I'm going to have to spam and hope for the best, because I'm not dying here. We have done a lot here today. So dying would be pretty bad. Oh god, you all spread out. That is not good. I need to group you all together so that I can attack you all at once. So that didn't work. I spent another like hour and a half trying to figure out, okay, I need to figure out a way to get this to work, but none of the other methods, none of the old methods work, none of this new method work. The alterations to the old methods that this one guy did that got it to work with my other hard drive, it's not working. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take, because it booted up the first time, and I was like, okay, maybe it will let me boot up the hard drive anyways. So I just take the Windows disk back out, I restart the computer, even though I put the boot menu to go back to the SSD, to boot from the SSD. It still brings up the Windows disk screen, even though the Windows disk isn't in for some reason. But there's no going back to the boot, so I'm like, okay, that's weird. There's no exiting to Windows like there was the first time. I'm like, okay, that's also weird. So I restart the computer again, and I make sure I tell it to boot to the SSD, and it does, and it just works. The hour and a half that I spent trying to get it to work, when nothing was working, the reason it wasn't working was because nothing was broken. After I fixed the bad hard drive, I guess I fixed the SSD as well, so it was booting from that anyways, but it was perfectly fine. Now, again, this is the good hard drive in this time. When I get to Windows, because everything, you know, is working perfectly fine again, it still says the D-drive desktop doesn't exist. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have two shitty, awful hard drives. Turns out when I was putting this hard drive in, which is the good hard drive, I mixed it up again. I put the wires for the bad hard drive connecting to the good hard drive, to the power supply, and to the motherboard. So the computer thought I was using the E drive. Still had everything from the D drive on it. I just had to relabel the drive as the D drive. God. And now it works. So that's my story of how I am awful with computers, and I should not be trusted with them. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because I didn't really do anything wrong. I took. I guess the lesson here is don't put a shitty, awful hard drive in your computer that's identical to a good hard drive in your computer, and not figure out which is which. And you don't take out the bad hard drive immediately, because the bad hard drive is bad, is awful. What am I doing here? Where is the boss? I've been here for like 10 minutes now, and
Be a good Gamindustri
oh my god,
journalist.
Famitsu, do not die, please.
Time to change.
You can heal. You can heal. That's fine. That's great, actually. You can heal. See, the planet's attacking. I can learn to dodge them, I guess, because if I don't, it's the end of me. And being the end of me right now would be really, really bad when I'm 400 kills in right now. I don't know where the boss is. What is the mission here? Rival mech must. Oh my god, I have to fight a robot, don't I?
Got it. Take this.
I can't transform. That's okay. I can't do this. Metals.
Take this.
So I hate computers. If that wasn't obvious enough, or at least I hate trying to fix computers that are broken. For stupid reasons. I don't know why the boot menu was broken. By the way, after I fixed the computer the first time, and then everything was working fine, turned the computer off, and the boot menu was broken, and I had to go through all that shit. Don't know why. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I am glad you just got HDD when Dengekiko died, so it wasn't in vain. Oh my god, where is the mech? Where is he? Please show up so I can end this. Because if I die here, which I might in a single shot.
More to come in the next issue.
Oh my god. Please stop. Where is the rival mech? This is almost 500. I thought it was at 490 or something. A bit higher. And I will be. I can't use that. Please. Okay. I am saved. For a second. Or two. Or three. How much more? I'm stuck in an animation and they do. Oh my god, okay. And I can return to the battle at least, so. This is just hop back and forth. Hope for the. Oh, you know what this is? This is like Noir and Blonde all over again. No, it's okay. We healed. We're good. Why do you keep saying that? It's such a stupid tagline, Famitsu. The one who sees all the eyes of the abyss, Famitsu. That is you. Everyone knows it. Everyone says why you have such a weird aura. You've seen things, and Rom is scared of you. If Rom is scared of you, well, Rom's scared of you. But if Rom doesn't trust you, or at least thinks you're terrifying in some way, Rom's probably right. I'm inclined to believe that Rom's right, anyways. Which is, you know, who wouldn't think Rom's right? Oh, okay, there he is. There is the man himself.
Okay, now's the time.
Now is the time. Yes, pretty good. Thank God I can stun lock him. I missed that one. Oh God. If I die, if I had died, I am not hitting any of these attacks. I have no SP. Okay, gotta direct this. Come on, over here, over here. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? There you go. That way, that way. There you go. There you go. Dengekiko. No, other way. Oh, there you go. Den. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We did it.
Not bad, huh?
Oh my God! And our costume never broke. That's weird. Or maybe they did it way long ago.
That's the same as failure to me.
Yeah, I don't blame that for being really bad. Cause wow, that was really bad. Oh boy. We better get some XP for that. My God.